And here we go with our second Final Four for the women tonight here at the Gwinnett Arena. Alcovy versus Miller Grove. A couple of teams making their first Final Four appearance, Scott.
And it should be a great game. Not the only similarity between them, but like you said, their first Final Four appearances for both teams, but also both teams love to score in transition, and it's strength versus strength. The front courts for both teams. Tashi Thompson, Tabitha Fudge, and Clarissa Weaver on the Miller Grove side, the 3, 4, and 5, and then Kate Pallow, Megan Tucker, and Ashley Williams, the 3, 4, and 5 for Alcovy. Very strong players, so it could very well end up being a front court versus front court battle here tonight.
All right, the Lady Tigers of Alcovy in the black and the gold, and the Wolverines in their whites and the purple. And they get the first bucket of the ball game, but they went the wrong direction.
Well, I thought I was confused there, dude.
I had to wait for a second, but I had a feeling that that's what would happen, and sure enough. So putting it in the wrong basket.
So is that 2 points and the ball for?
Yep. No, they get the ball. The Lady Wolverines will get the basketball, but they're trailing at 2-0. The officials are conferring.
That's amazing. That's the first time I've ever seen that. Points go to Katie Hunt in the score sheet, but to Alcovy on the scoreboard.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do? Yeah, she's in the hole already. -2. Full court pressure by the Lady Tigers. And Alcovy having almost creating a turnover. Miller Grove able to pull it out. Now there is a turnover from behind, but it's going to go out of bounds. And so Miller Grove holds on to possession. Miller Grove 23-4 on the season. Lady Wolverines #1 seed in their Region 6, #4 overall in the state in Quad A. Tashi Thompson, Scotty, their leading scorer, 16 points a game.
I was going to say they'll change it up depending on what they get from Miller Grove, but like to speed up the game and put a lot of pressure on the ball, as you've seen already here early on.
High post, try to work a little high-low. This ball's tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay down here with the Lady Wolverines. Tashi Thompson averaging about 16 points a game. Put up double-doubles in 14 of her last 14 games.
Yeah, very much a team approach to scoring, though, for this Miller Grove team. Coach Breedlove will tell you they almost have a different score in every basketball game, every time out.
There's a wild shot off the back glass, no good by Katie Hunt. And then pressure in the corner, and ball turned over. Alcovy can't get anything started. They've yet to go on offense here. And Miller Grove will take it, or excuse me, Alcovy takes it out of bounds. Good, Miller Grove, I'm sorry. We'll take it out of bounds.
Good corner trap there from Katie Hunt and Clarissa Weaver.
Turnaround, no good. Rebound to the Lady Tigers. And here comes Katie Pallow. She'll give way to Megan Tucker, averaging 15 points a game. Working the perimeter. Pallow fakes the shot, puts it on the floor, puts one up. No good. Rebound, though, inside. And go to the free throw line will be Ashley Williams, a big 5'11" center.
Yeah, great job getting inside position there for the offensive rebound from Ashley Williams. Averages 16 rebounds per game. And in Alcovy's second round matchup with Warner Robbins, she scored 20 points and brought down 24 rebounds.
Rattles out that first free throw attempt, though.
She's tough to deal with down low, and clearly the centerpiece of this Tigers squad.
Second one on the way and good. So a 3-0 lead for the Tigers. Pass ahead. Miller Grove on the move. Nice pump fake, up and good. That was nicely done by Katie Hunt. Pressure coming from the Lady Wolves. But the Tigers able to break it. And knocking down the long two, Leah Sorrells.
Yeah, good look there from Tucker to find Sorrells open along the wing.
And a drive down the lane and a charging foul on number 23, Udofia.
Yeah, Ashley Williams did a good job getting position and drawing the charge there. On the other end, Sorrells gets that long-range two-point shot to fall. The starting shortstop on Alcovy's baseball team, or softball team, I should say so. Dual sport star.
And they break the press to the Lady Tigers. The ball knocked out of bounds. So here they go. They'll trigger the inbound. Not a good pass, and it's picked off. Here comes Miller Grove on the move. 3-on-2, a pull up off the glass and good. Nicely done. Katie Hunt's got a couple of early baskets.
Well, 3 to be exact, and started off a little rough for Katie Hunt, but 2 steals and 2 baskets in her own hoop. And now she's gotten her Wolverines going here early in the first quarter.
So she's filling it up at both ends, literally. 6-4. Tigers have a lead and the basketball. Just underway here, a couple minutes in.
Though Megan Tucker doesn't play point guard in the traditional sense for this Tigers team, she, number 3, is definitely the floor general for this team, and as she goes, so go the Tigers.
1,000-point career scorer. And she'll launch a 3, left-handed, comes up short, but there's a rebound, and Ashley Williams is going to be a factor tonight.
Again, though, that rebound falls into her lap, basically. Rebounds that at her knees, and it's all because of her rebounding position in the post.
She grabs this defensive rebound. Outlet pass, and here come the Lady Tigers again on the move. Tugger split the defense, but then lost the handle. So Miller Grove back on the attack. Right down the lane and drawing the foul is Katie Hunt.
You said it, a lot of open space right in the middle of that lane for the Alcovy defense. Someone's got to pick up number 24, especially in transition. It didn't seem like anyone really knew who was supposed to be guarding Katie Hunt on that play. Got herself an easy drive to the hoop as a result.
So Katie goes to the free throw line and drains it. 8-4, or excuse me, 8-5, Miller Grove. Down by 3, Lady Tigers on the attack. Pressure defense, trying to trap in the corner. Here's Paolo, puts it on the floor, lost it, and they're going to say double dribble.
Miller Grove's trapping the ball. Anytime it goes into that corner, and they forced 2 turnovers here in the first quarter as a result.
Hunt with the basketball, working against Sorrells. As Tigers come out in that man-to-man defense. About 30 feet out, trying to find something in the lane. Here's a pass inside, couple of pump fakes, and a turnaround shot off back iron. Bud got a rebound, missed the second time, and away come the Lady Tigers. That's Paolo. Pass ahead, and layup in and out from Ashley Williams, and a foul on the floor.
Good job of running the floor there from Ashley Williams, and a good job of getting Williams the ball by Kate Paolo. Anytime your big runs the floor, you're wise if you're a guard to reward that big, and that time Kate Paolo did.
Now we got a foul over here on Udofia on the floor, so they'll inbound it. Lady Tigers up by 3. Alcovy working the point. That's Tucker. Like a bit of a 2-3 matchup zone from the Lady Wolverines. Tucker open for the 3, left it short, rebound comes away to Miller Grove. Here's Hunt. Left-handed dribble, bounces inside, nice give and go, and a layup up and in by Tabitha Fudge.
Yeah, nice hard cut to the hoop, went straight to the rim, did Tabitha Fudge in transition, got herself wide open, cutting to the basket, and got an easy 2 as a result.
A lot of contact, top of the key, and that's going to be a foul. Another more contact for Ashley Williams. He draws another foul. Look at the replay.
Yeah, off-ball movement so important in basketball. There you see number 32 moving without the ball, creates a ton of space for herself in the lane and gets an easy basket.
And Clarissa Weaver with a nice look. Here's a pass over the head of everybody and out of bounds by Paolo.
It's a good idea and a pretty good pass. It looked to me like Ashley Williams just misjudged her jump a little bit, and that was the difference on that play.
Miller Park trailing it by 1 with the basketball. And nearly turned over. On the point now is number 12, Sharika Brown, the junior. And she'll take it in the backcourt. Working against Paolo. Here's Hunt. Wants to go inside, goes cross court, dangerous pass and tipped away. Ashley Williams got a hand on that one. Trouble with the inbound. And a push. They're going to rule against Lake Leah Sorrells. The Sorrells with those 2 fouls is going to go out. Miller Grove on the attack, down by 1, final 2 minutes of the first quarter. Inside, off the glass, no good from Hunt. Rebound inside, bank shot won't go, ball still falling around, and finally, Tigers run it down. Tucker. Tucker with the basketball, left-handed dribble down the side and throws it cross court to no one in particular. Turnover again by the Lady Tigers. Offense has grown a little stagnant here in the late inning part of the first quarter. Pass over the top, too much contact. They had to call a foul. Ashley Williams will get that one.
Number 20, Ashley Williams, her first, team third. Checking in number 32, Lydia Gibbs for the Lady Tigers.
Lydia Gibbs comes in, substitute here in the last minute and a half of the first quarter. Katie Hunt working with the basketball again, left-handed dribble. Inside, little 14-footer off the rim, no good. Rebound off the glass, still won't fall. And Miller Grove having no luck. Now there's a big scramble at the bottom and a jump ball. Possession gives it to the Lady Tigers.
A nice physical play there down low from Tabitha Fudge. Didn't get the ball to fall, but she's working hard down low. I'd like to see her teammates reward her as a result.
Paolo, long 3, back iron, no good. Rebound comes to her, and then she traveled with the basketball. Paolo, by the way, going to Georgia College and State University, going to play a little college hoops.
On the other side of things, Fudge heading to High Point. So 2 players in this game have already signed on the dotted line, if you will. Others getting looks.
There's a reach-in foul on the floor, and it's going to be on Paolo. Hunt will trigger the inbound here. Final minute of the first quarter. Miller Grove has gone on a scoring drought, 8-7. See what Katie can do with it here. Left-handed dribble. Jump pass, open 3, air ball. Rebounded, Lady Tigers on the move. And a block shot. Well, I'll tell you what, Tucker was out of control, found Paolo, and Paolo just never saw the defense coming in for the block.
Yeah, and that's a block by the smallest player on the court, and Sharika Brown, just 5'4", but a good job hustling back on defense there by Brown.
Nice inside dish, but not a whole lot that the center could do with it. She was all tied up, was Lydia Gibbs, and a turnover.
Well, that's a pretty impressive defensive possession from Brown alone. The block, and then forces the turnover by tying up Alcovy's big man.
So Katie Hunt brings it across. See if they're working for the last shot. Katie going right down to the baseline, thought about a jumper. Now lost her dribble. She's in trouble. Gives it up. Pass inside is tipped away. Katie puts it on the floor, running out of time. Little jump pass inside. Nicely done, up and in for Clarissa Weaver, and that will end the quarter. So Weaver gives Miller Grove the lead. 8 minutes down, 3 quarters to go. Miller Grove leads at 9/8. We'll take a break.
Sports Authority, Sports Medicine South, Georgia Army National Guard, Wilson, Georgia's elected membership corporations, the U.S. Marine Corps, and Mizuno. Thank you for supporting Georgia high school athletics. Today's games are being broadcast live on the GHSA network. Text your family and friends to come to the team and all action now at www.ghsa.tv. Fans get your official GHSA State Championship basketball merchandise by visiting the Team ID booth located in the arena lobby. The opening possession of the second quarter ball to Alcovy.
32, get your turn in.
All right, we'll start the second quarter. The Lady Tigers will trigger it in, trailing it by 1.
And neither team really did a good job of settling into their offensive sets in that first quarter. Sort of a messy basketball game to start.
You're right, not a whole lot of offense going on. A couple of transition buckets. The set plays weren't working. Megan Tucker calling the play, trying to get a little motion against looked like a 2-3 defense that the Lady Wolverines came out in. Paolo gives it up down low, and a nice take by Williams, but knocked out of bounds.
You know, right now Alcovy's having a difficult time solving this Miller Grove zone defense. There's usually 2 ways to beat a zone defense: dribble penetration or shoot your way out of it. And right now Alcovy can't do either.
Strong rebound by Fudge in the outlet pass, and here go the Lady Wolverines on the attack. They grabbed that late lead in the first quarter. And then they throw the ball away. Sharika Brown with the turnover, and so the Lady Tigers back on the attack.
What the zone defense has done, though, is sort of nullify Ashley Williams here in the early part of the second and later in that first quarter. They have not been able to get the ball into the post to their best player.
Speaking of the post, inside they go, but she cannot finish. Ashley Williams off the mark. And Miller Grove on the move. Katie Hunt's got it. Leaves it for Fudge, who kicks it back outside. Put it on the floor. A wild shot almost goes in. Rebound, then a foul on the floor. And Weaver's going to end up shooting a couple of free throws.
Well, I think Tashi Thompson threw that ball at the hoop expecting to hear a whistle and get herself to the line because Kate Pallow had fallen on the floor and was basically tripping Tashi Thompson, but no call. Speaking of recruiting or college attention. Clarissa Weaver, who's taking free throws right now, has offers from East Carolina, North Florida, and Jacksonville, finishing up her junior year.
There's a pass intercepted by Tashi Thompson. Nice drive and put up, but no good off the rim by Sharika Brown. But the press giving Alcovy all kinds of trouble.
And Sharika Brown has had a very productive, say, 5 minutes here for Miller Grove on both ends of the floor.
Sharika's first free throw, however.
Our truck just gave us a note about 4 minutes have gone by since our last point was scored.
Sharika did not help, going 0 for 2 at the free throw line. More pressure coming. There's Paolo, puts it on the floor. Nice head fake, then throws a handcuff pass, comes out of there with it. All sorts of chaos. Somehow they still had the ball. Here's Tucker with a running one-hander, no good, and rebound ripped down by Tabitha Fudge. Under 6 minutes to play here in the first half. 9-8, Miller Grove with that lead. Here's a pass inside, open shot, rims out. Weaver couldn't get it to go. And Tucker's on the move again to Paolo. Runner off the glass, no good. Long rebound out to Thompson. Tashi leading the break, a 1-on-3, goes around the defender, misses the lay-in. Stick back, no good, will go to the line. That is Weaver again drawing the foul.
It's almost like there's a lid on the basket. Miller Grove getting the higher percentage looks. 2 missed layups there on the other end. Alcovy's just taking shots that are wild, out of control, and high difficulty.
Weaver showing her frustration. Can't get the free throw to go in. Still looking for our first points here of the second quarter. And that one rims off. Long rebound comes down to Alcovy, trapped in the corner, and they're going to say a foul. Lydia Gibbs throwing the contact. Oh no, they just say got knocked out of bounds.
Checking in for Lady Wolverines, number 10, Shaquanda Durden.
So here we go. Now back the Lady Tigers come. Pressure, and they cannot handle it. Turnover again.
It's too bad also because Kate Paolo was wide open on the opposite end of the court, and had Gabby Sherwood been able to corral that basketball, she'd have had her teammate wide open for a layup.
Pull-up jump shot, now thinks better of it. Inside, no good. Ball still tapped around a little bit, and here come the Lady Tigers away on the break. Tucker wants to run, takes it herself off the glass, draws the foul.
Yeah, good, hard, aggressive take there from Megan Tucker. She knows her team is struggling offensively. Got themselves out in the transition fast break game, and she said, I'm going to, at the very least, earn myself a trip to the free throw line.
4:50 to go in the half. 9-8 our score. Miller Grove with a lead. No points yet here in the second quarter by either team. Until now. Megan Tucker knocks it down. We're all tied at 9. Megan back to the line, averaging 15 a game. Hits both of those.
Yeah, defensive slugfest between two teams that average over 50 points per game. I think it's safe to say neither will get to that mark here tonight.
Yana Wimbush coming in. for the Lady Tigers in the sub. Here's a pass. It's knocked away. A lot of contact. And I believe that's going to be a foul on Miller Grove. It is. Tabitha Fudge picks up a foul.
Both teams getting dangerously close to the penalty early here in the second quarter. 7 team fouls, for Alcovy, 7 for Miller Grove.
Here's Tucker bringing it up against little pressure. Pass inside. Oh, passed open, an open jump shot. Cross-court pass. Back to Tucker. Drives in the lane. Nice pump fake and shot up. No good from Sorrells. And then Miller on the break. And we had a collision at the free throw line. A player is down. They wave off the bucket.
Yeah, it was a good look, but they're going to call an offensive foul on Tashi Thompson. It's the right call. Good job by Kate Pallow. I believe it was Pallow. Of getting position on that play, and it was not Kate.
I think it's Casey.
The other Pallow.
Yes.
Good job taking that charge, though, from the fast charging Tashi Thompson.
She pops up, though.
And that's free throws. Should be free throws. Understanding where you are in the game is so important, especially here with 4 minutes left in the second. Both teams are in the penalty. In fact, that was Miller Grove's 8th foul, so I'm trying to figure out why Alcovy's not at the line.
Well, they'll take it out of bounds, and Megan Tucker has been their best player so far, brings it up.
But understanding where you are in the game, you're in the penalty. You should not settle for jumpers here for the rest of this half. Go hard to the hoop and get yourself free attempts at the free throw line.
Sorrells passes back to Tucker. Megan back to Sorrells. They can't get the ball inside. Now they do. And a shot. Gibbs almost had it go down. Rims out, though. And then Tucker tries a long three. No good. Rebound ahead to the Lady Wolverines, but it gets stolen right back. Here comes Tucker driving. Layup. No good. A 2-on-1. Nice pass. Up and in. Bucket for Shaquanda Durden. Miller Grove back on top by 1.
Yeah, good job of holding on to that ball until the last possible second for Tashi Thompson. Drew 2 defenders and thus created space for her teammate.
Tucker gives to Sorrells. Sorrells going to launch a 3. No spin and no contact. It goes out of bounds. Under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. And here comes Katie Hunt. Working against Sorrells. Right-handed dribble, dribbles to the corner, turns around, picks up her dribble, passes away. Little 10-footer, but off the glass, no good. And the Tigers have it again. Here comes Tucker. Megan, left-handed dribble to Sorrells, down to the corner. Back up top. Let's see what they do. They want to play for one shot, it looks like. Or play number 1. 2:19 to go in the quarter. Here's a drive by Tucker. And they'll call a jump ball and turnover as Miller Grove gets possession.
Well, Tucker has the right idea. She's taken the ball hard to the hole now on 2 consecutive possessions. Unfortunately, neither worked out. One ended up being just a pure miss. The other a turnover on what was a jump ball arrow to Miller Grove. But the right idea.
Kate Pallow back in the game. And Katie Hunt with the basketball. Got a nice pick, drives the lane, blocked from behind by Gibbs. Got it back, though, missed the short jumper. Gibbs fighting for the rebound, saves it, though, right back to her. 0 for 3, and finally draws the foul. Boy, Katie Hunt just could not buy a bucket, but worked hard. 4 shots at it.
Yeah, 3 3 looks on that one possession alone, and in an 11-10 ball game with 1:50 left in the second, and if you're Alcovy, you're kicking yourself because you got 3 stops on that possession. Yet Hunt's still at the free throw line.
Misses that first one. Sub coming in is Wimbush again. And then Katie knocks down her second free throw. So it's a 2-point lead for Miller Grove here, under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Winner advances to play Southwest DeKalb for the Quad A title. And a timeout. Tigers want to talk about a strategy here.
You know, Dave, though this game has visually looked messy, it's hard to not give some credit to both defenses. You look at Miller Grove and their outputs in the 3 games prior this postseason: 73 points, 52 points, and 67 points scored. Alcovy, 60 points, 71 points, and 51 points. So 12-10 is clearly the outlier here.
Yep.
You got to give some credit to both defense.
There are some good athletes on both sides there, and you're right. Every shot is challenged.
Now, with that said, there have been a lot of point-blank looks at the hoop that have come up empty, and a lot of careless turnovers. I also think both teams should be attacking the hole with far more aggression when you consider that each of them are in the penalty.
Katie with the ball. Gives way to Megan Tucker again. Back to Paolo. Here's Gibbs with it, trapped in the corner. Got a double team. Gets airborne, finds underneath. Nice passing. Finally, Sorrells gets the bucket. That was a good looking play.
Yeah, you said it. A great look from the freshman, Ayana Wimbush. Had 2 defenders on her, and that little wraparound underneath pass found her teammate open for the layup.
Shot up no good, but a rebound underneath, and cleaning up the mess is Tabitha Fudge. Final minute now. 2-point lead, rather, for Miller Grove, 14-12.
Yeah, and that's just the second bucket. Right there you see a careless turnover from Tucker. Just the second bucket in this half from Tabitha Fudge. I expect to see the Wolverines get Fudge far more involved in the 3rd and 4th quarters.
Here she is working underneath, up and under, does not work. Sorrells gets the rebound, draws the foul.
It was a good, sophisticated sort of drop step post move by Fudge. I think she was expecting a little more resistance from the defender. Didn't expect to be able to turn that easily. And
it cleared out nice for her. She just couldn't finish. And so here's Sorrells back at the line with 36 seconds to go here in the quarter. And misses the front end. So here goes Miller Grove. See if they milk it for the last shot.
It's been a 5-4 Miller Grove edge in this quarter. And that's points, 5-4.
There's Fudge inside. Nice turnaround with the left hand.
Yeah, and again, that's a matchup I think they can exploit if they give it a little more attention.
Well, that's a good pass inside. There's Wimbush trying to go to Gibbs underneath, and a foul with 5 seconds to go. So Wimbush with another good pass.
Yeah, and a relative explosion of offense here in the last minute and a half or so. And you said it, Wimbush creating both times, the last 2 times down the court for her teammates. Good interior passing from the freshman big.
Gibbs knocks down the first one. The sophomore, Lydia Gibbs. I've seen a lot of playing time here in the first half. Sends that one up there, and it's good. A couple late subs coming in. Gibbs will go out. They want a cheap foul here at the end of the half. DeAndre Sears will come in. Pass ahead, wild shot, and misses wide. So there you go, 16-14. Miller Grove leads it at the half over Alcovy. We'll take a break. You're watching GHSA Network broadcasts.
For Miller Grove, Tabitha Fudge and Katie Hunt have 6 points each. Larissa Weaver and Shaquanda Durden with 2 points each. Personal fouls for Alcovy. Ashley Williams and Jackie Sherwood with 2 fouls each. Lakia Scholes, Megan Tucker, Ayana Wimbush, and Vivian Gibbs with 1 foul each. Personal fouls for Miller Grove. Larissa Weaver with 3 fouls. Nephew Utopia, Tabitha Fudge, and Austin Thompson have 2 fouls each. Katie Hunt with 1 foul. We need the Miller Grove boys scorebook to the scores table, please. Miller Grove boys scorebook. The Georgia Electric Membership Corporation is proud to present the annual GEMC Cooperative Spirit Sportsmanship Award to regional winners throughout the state. GEMC lighting the way. During natural disasters, the men and women of the Georgia Army National Guard save lives, protect property, and break road. Earn an extra paycheck, develop career skills, and get money that can help you pay for college. Be part of this unique force. Visit nationalguard.com today. GGB Sports will televise Friday's finals live on Georgia Public Broadcasting and on the web at gbb.org/basketball and GHSA.tv. GBB, your home for high school sports. Medical and athletic training coverage is provided by Sports Medicine South and the Gwinnett Medical Center. The Gwinnett Medical Center, the hospital Gwinnett deserves, offers a wide array of high-quality medical services for high school athletes. Sports Medicine South and Dr. Gary Redwood, an orthopedic sports medicine specialist, is the official medical provider for the GHSA. Georgia Farm Bureau Regional Insurance is the official awards presenter of the GHSA. With offices in every Georgia county, Farm Bureau stands ready to serve you with multi-line insurance products and a host of other member benefits. At Farm Bureau, helping you is what we do best. Wilson is the official basketball of the GHSA. Wilson, more win. Horizon is the mobile phone provider of the GHSA. Horizon, America's largest and most reliable high-speed wireless network. Become a fan of the GHSA on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at official GHA. GHSA for the latest news, playoff championship information, final scores, and more. Gatorade is the official sports drink of the GHSA. Gatorade series fuels your body before, during, and after. The United States Marine Corps is proud to support the GHSA State Basketball Championships. To take the chin-up challenge, visit U.S. Marine League located in the Arena Concourse. The View, the Pride, the Marines. Sports Authority is the sporting goods retailer of the GHSA. Visit their local store or go online to find everything you need. Sports Authority, all things sporting goods. And Regions Bank is proud to support the GHSA and the Regions Bank Directors Cup, which recognizes top school athletic programs across the state.
16-14 is our scores. We start the second half here. Quad A. Girls semifinals. Miller Grove on top of Alcovy. Winner with the, will move on to play Southwest DeKalb, who won our first game of the day when they beat Jonesboro. Lady Tigers on the attack here, down by 2. Their leading scorer in the first half was Sorrells. Rick Leah had 5 points. Megan Tucker with 4. There's a pass inside, up and no good. Ashley Williams, who had a pretty good first half, rebounding, had a couple of buckets as well.
I think both teams would really benefit from slowing down the pace of this game, even though both prefer to run. Ordinarily, neither team has really been able to gain composure in that first half, and as a result, has not been able to score really at all. And so I think both teams would benefit from slowing the game down and getting the ball inside to their bigs. Fudge on the Miller Grove side of things, and of course Ashley Williams for the Tigers.
Tigers on the attack, trailing it by 2. Here's Tucker, working it around the perimeter. Sorrells lost it for a second, got it back to Ashley. A lot of contact. Sorrells gets to Paolo inside and up and almost. Ashley Williams, strong move from her, and she's going to end up at getting a couple of free throws.
Yeah, it's about as pretty a possession as Alcovy's had all night. Good floor spacing, created a lot of room in that paint for Williams to operate. Got herself a pretty good look at the hoop, but drew a lot of contact and will get 2 free throws as a result.
Udofia picked up the foul.
That's the way they're going to have success, with Williams down low. And I think Tucker did a good job of being aggressive and going to the hole in that first half. She didn't get the benefit of a couple calls, but the mentality and ideas are there for Tucker. I expect her to have more success here in the third quarter.
Two free throws ties it up. And here come the Lady Wolverines. In the paint, rather, and Fudge comes up with a loose basketball and puts it up and in.
Yeah, fortunate bounce there for Fudge. Ball was right in Ashley Williams' hands. Almost surprised to find it there was Williams, and as a result couldn't corral it.
Tabitha Fudge with 8 points to lead all scorers here. 18-16 is our score. Sorrells tries to dump it inside and just throws it away. Fudge ends up with the basketball, and here come the Lady Wolverines on the move. Katie Hunt.
Quiet 8 for Fudge. She missed a large portion of that second quarter, and again, I think she is the one player on the court who has a huge matchup advantage.
And a turnover by the Wolverines, and nice all coast to coast for Megan Tucker. Finishes with a left hand. She's got 6 points. There's a long three, rims out. Rebound by Williams, Tucker ahead. Lady Tigers trying to run Sorrells, gets off a wild shot, no good, ball loose on the floor. Fudge diving for it, and it's gonna be basketball to the Lady Wolverines.
Well, turnovers have led to offense early for Alcovy, and on that play, Gabby Sherwood found herself relatively open under the hoop, decided to pass it instead of going up with it. I think she should have shot it. So does Megan Tucker, who delivered the basketball. Either way, though, 2 early turnovers for Miller Grove and 2 good-looking shot attempts for Alcovy, one a make and the other a turnover, but a good start to the third quarter for the Tigers.
Gabby Sherwood heads to the bench for Alcovy. All tied at 18 we are. Here's a pass inside. And a shot, little contact. There's been a couple of free throws coming for Katie Hunt. Had a real good look at it there from about 12 feet.
Yeah, surprised to find herself as open as she was. Sort of hesitated, was going to actually pass that basketball. She realized no one was in 3 feet of her.
Misses that free throw, though, leaves it short. Here comes Gibbs back in. And that will send Ashley Williams to the bench. Hunt's free throw, second one no good. Gibbs gets that rebound.
And she's really struggled at the line tonight, has Katie Hunt.
Here's Tucker, dribbles into a double team. Sorrells has it, gives way to Paolo. And Megan takes control of the ball again. Paolo's got it, had it knocked away. Wolverines want to run ahead of the pack. And off the rim, no good, but the rebound and stick back is good by Weaver. Clarissa gives her team a 2-point lead. Another turnover by the Lady Tigers. Miller Grove up by 2. Pressure coming. Fudge down the lane, fouled up and good. Tabitha, let's watch her on the baseline here. That's her best move of the night with the left hand.
He said a nice left-hand baseline drive. Does a good job of absorbing that contact. I believe it was 32. Lydia Gibbs on the foul. And we've said it a couple times. Fudge has the mismatch down low, especially when Ashley Williams isn't in the game.
Alcovy's going to call a timeout here. They're down by 5 with 4:27 to go. Alcovy 27-4 on the season. Finished second in their region. Lost to Fayette County in the region playoffs.
Yeah, Fudge finished that first half with 6 points, a quiet 6, quick 5 points here in the third quarter. Nearly totaling her team's entire second quarter output.
She has been very aggressive. And is their best offensive weapon right now.
Well, Alcovy has a very difficult time matching up with Fudge and Weaver together, especially when Ashley Williams isn't in the game. When she is, Williams can take one of the two. When she's not in the game, it's a huge mismatch because Alcovy's bench doesn't have a ton of size and really nobody to match up with Tabitha Fudge.
They'll come out of the timeout. Let's see if the Lady Wolverines will apply a little pressure. A little bit. I think they want to trap here in the backcourt if they get the opportunity. Tigers turn it over, sure enough. Nice spin move. Left hand does not go for Katie Hunt, and Alcovy has it back. Tucker gives it off to Paolo. Driving shot, throws it away, and that's a turnover. Miller Grove gets it back.
Yeah, way too many turnovers, specifically by way of the pass. too many careless passes without knowing where they are on the court from the Tigers.
Tigers just not showing any patience on offense right now. Let's see what Miller Grove does here with its 5-point lead. Gonna go inside the Fudge. There she is. Nice pass to Weaver inside. Can't finish. Ball still rattling around. Fudge ends up with it, and they'll reset the offense. Sharika Brown running the point. Goes inside. Here's Weaver. Little turnaround. Spin move off the glass. Fudge keeps it alive, but the Tigers end up with it. Running shot by Tucker is off the rim, no good. So Sharika will bring it back down. Sharika Brown.
It's another example.
Guarded by Paolo, and they'll get it for a kick.
Another example of thinking they should run because they have the opportunity to run. And just because you have the opportunity doesn't make it the smart basketball play. And there you saw Megan Tucker force an extremely difficult shot up at the hoop. Came up empty as a result. It's not too much to ask. Slow the game down a little bit and make sure you get good looks at the hoop.
Miller triggers it in. Oh, nice inside moves. They'll call it for a walk. Katie Hunt moved that pivot foot, though. Trying to do the up and under. And with 3 minutes to go here in the period, it's still a 5-point lead for the Lady Wolverines. Alcovy on the attack. Gibbs has it. Back to Paolo. And see what Megan Tucker can do with it. Megan reversing her dribble, gets a nice pick from Williams, puts it on the floor. Gets it back in the corner, going baseline, back in the middle. Gibbs, good look at it, just couldn't get it to go. Rebound underneath by Tucker. Williams can't finish it. And finally, Miller Grove corrals it, and they'll come out of there with it. Another opportunity missed by the Lady Tigers.
Another good physical take there from Megan Tucker. This time, though, she did a better job rather than forcing it, dropping that ball down low to her teammate, of course. Ashley Williams not able to finish. A lot of really good looks here at the rim for both teams, just not able to complete the play. Tell you, Katie Hunt is almost there as a complete basketball player. Does an exceptional job of getting herself in position to get good looks at the hoop, but has struggled in a huge way finishing tonight. And if she could finish, she'd be in the middle of having a huge game for her Wolverines.
She is controlling the pace out there, but
gets herself to the rim, gets defensive players out of position, but again, just has a really difficult time finishing. And if she could add that element to her game, she'll take it to another level. Still just a junior, so certainly there's time there. Good-looking athlete out on the basketball floor.
all right, she's got it now. Katie Hunt calls the play, working against Megan Tucker. 40 feet out. Here's the pass to Fudge, cross-court pass. Back to Hunt. Thought about it. Fudge has it. Wanted somebody to cut to the basket. They didn't do it. So back up to Brown, and Brown lost the handle. It's going to be a backcourt violation.
Boy, and Coach Breedlove is heated over there on the sideline. The ball didn't go where she wanted it to. I believe that was down in the post, and not happy as a result.
Katie Hunt knocks that one out of bounds. Tucker with the inbounds pass. Loose on the floor. Miller Grove ends up with it. Pass ahead. And an open layup up and in. Nice finish for Tashi Thompson. Paolo with a right-handed dribble. Launches a three on the move, glancing off the rim. Saved by Tucker, and Megan draws the foul. Alcovy seeing this game starting to slip away, down by 7 now. Tucker with a chance to cut into that lead. Left-hander knocks down the first shot. Dofia comes in. Tab of the fudge will go out here. Final 90 seconds or so of the third quarter. Katie working against Sorrells. Crossover dribble. Runner drops in 4. Comes Tucker. Megan to Sorrells. Sorrells back to Tucker. A lot of contact, and I don't think the ref wanted to call the foul, but when Tucker went back court, they had to. Ashley Williams back in. Then let's see if they try to go in the low post to her. There she's got it, high post. Kicks it to Sorrells. Will try about an 18-footer. Rims out on her. Tucker rebound, drives against 3 players. Has it blocked, but gets it back. There's a wild shot. And a rebound, Miller Grove. Baseline move. I think that might be a charge.
Yeah, that's what they're going to call.
Tashi Thompson trying to make a strong move to the hoop, lost the handle.
Good job of holding her position down on the block from Ashley Williams. Haven't seen a single three-point make in this basketball game, and only one in that first girls game. That's a statistical phenomenon.
These notorious tight rims at the Gwinett Center. There's another turnover by Alcovy, and final 19 seconds here. Miller Grove trying to add to a 7-point lead. Williams working against Paolo, goes down low. Shot up off the glass is no good, loose in the lane. Williams comes out of there with it. 4 seconds. Let's see if Paolo can get off a shot. And double dribble, but they'll say the clock ran out.
I think they will. Well, they should have kept a little time on the clock, but not enough to matter.
27-20 is our score after 3 quarters. 1 quarter to go in our final women's semifinal of the day. You're watching the GHSA network.
This brand new skating spectacular visits the arena Gwinnett Center from March 28th through April 1st. Get your tickets today for Disney on Ice presenting Treasure Trove. It's the incredible night when Los Cebas rolls into town. Join Hank Williams Jr. with special guest Jamie Johnson and 38 on April 13th here in the arena at Gwinnett Center. You won't want to miss Hank Williams Jr. in concert. Get your tickets today. With 2 60-second timeouts and 1 30-second timeout remaining. Miller Grove with 2 60-second timeouts and 2.
Final 8 minutes of our second semifinals here with the girls. Miller Grove on top by 7. And with the basketball against Alcovy. 27-20 is our score.
Yeah, not much time left for Alcovy. When they've had success tonight, it's been forcing turnovers and scoring in transition. And so if they're going to get back into this game and move on to the finals, they're going to have to do it on the defensive end of the floor first.
Miller Grove trying to work the clock a little bit. Then we had an elbow fly. And that is going to result in a turnover as Tashi Thompson caught Casey Paolo with an elbow.
And Casey did a good job of crowding Tashi. Tashi did not like the limited amount of space she was being given there. Reacted as a result, but good aggressive defense from the junior, Casey Palo.
There's a three-pointer and drained by Megan Tucker. That's big. Alcovy needed that one. They say her foot was on the, nope, now they give it to her. 23-27.
Yeah, and it was a good in-rhythm shot. Had a lot of space. No one really got out there to defend Tucker, and she took the open shot and made it.
Katie Hunt and the Lady Wolverines working the perimeter here. Just letting some clock tick down. 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Their lead's down to 4 after that three-point shot. Looking at Fudge inside, but she's really not trying to get open, just kind of walking the free throw line. Now a skip pass almost results in a turnover.
Yeah, no movement offensively right now for Miller Grove. A lot of standing around and watching.
Now Fudge has it, some 30 feet out from the basket, gives it back to her point guard. And Katie Hunt, they have managed to burn about a minute here in this possession. Working against Sorrells. Hunt with a crossover in the lane. A lot of contact off the glass, no good. Rebound underneath and up and in with it is Clarissa Weaver.
Well, I love the idea from Megan Tucker. Really tried to sell that charge from Katie Hunt. Refs didn't oblige, and as a result, it left Weaver wide open for that offensive putback.
Sorrells has it. Back to Paolo. Casey gives it back to Megan. Megan drives the lane. Got a hand on it, and a good job by Katie Hunt to force a jump ball, though the possession will stay down here.
Yeah, good help defense. Hunt's guarding Casey Paolo. No real reason to stick with her that much when she's that far out beyond the three-point line, so she sort of sagged back defensively on the help defense and was able to get her hands in there for the tie-up. Good defensive play from Hunt.
Katie Paolo coming in now. Oh, nice aggressive drive by Megan Tucker. That was probably the best looking offensive play we've had tonight here in this game.
Well, she's got the willingness to take that ball hard into the basket. A couple times in that first half, I thought she should have been at the line and wasn't. She's had a little more success scoring and getting to the line here in the second half.
We'll see the replay. Look at her split the defense and just go up with the left hand off the glass and good. And cuts it to a 4-point lead.
Yeah, now Alcovy's going to need more of that if they're going to win this basketball game. Really not getting offense from anywhere else.
Shot up and no good, and then we got a whistle underneath.
That was number 20, Ashley Williams, scored 14 for. Returning number 32, Lydia Diaz.
Here's the inbounds pass. Weaver's got a good look. Oh, rattled out on her. And back the other way. And another aggressive move from Megan Tucker, and should draw the foul.
And that's 6 team fouls now for Miller Grove. Of course, 7 puts you in the 1-and-1 penalty. So the aggressive, hard dribbling Tucker finds herself and her team in a very good situation here. 5:20 to play. A player who likes to be aggressive and take the ball to the rim should benefit from a defense that's in the penalty.
Fudge grabs the rebound off that second miss. It's just a 3-point lead, though, for Miller Grove.
Of course, you got to make your free throws for the penalty to matter.
Weaver wide open for a 10-footer, doesn't take it. Here's a long shot, but Weaver gets the rebound, stick back. Fudge has it underneath. She kicks it back out, and now they'll reset. Here's a drive. Weaver's got it. Little turn move. Up. Draws the foul, and she'll get a couple of free throws.
I think Weaver was shocked to find herself so open. Clearly a defensive lapse there for Alcovy. Weaver could have spun around twice and still gone up for that layup, but ended up getting the ball back anyway.
Yep, launches the first free throw. No good, though. Under 5 to play here. Second one rattles home for her. She'll get back on defense. Her team up by 4 points here. Pressure from Miller Grove. Ball loose. Gibbs fighting for it. Still has it. Now a whistle. A timeout called by the Lady Tigers to prevent the turnover.
60-second timeout for the Lady Tigers.
Again, the finals will be Friday. Southwest DeKalb girls are already in there. They'll play the winner here. Southwest DeKalb boys also a winner. Took out North Clayton in the game before this one. They'll play the winner of the Miller Grove-Jonesboro matchup. Coming up, our final game of the night.
Should be a good one. We'll get another chance to see a dominant big in Tony Parker of Miller Grove. Considered by many to be the #1 center in all of America, and certainly colleges have taken notice as offers from just about everyone, including Duke, Ohio State, UCLA, Kansas.
Still deciding on where he's going to go.
And certainly Georgia and Coach Fox would like to keep him in state. I don't know that it's likely, however. And to be honest, can't blame him.
Well, it's tough when the top 5 or 10 programs are all knocking at your door.
Georgia on the gridiron has a claim to make when it comes to the top talent in the state, but I'm not sure they have that same claim on the heart.
Lady Tigers down by 4 here. Nearly a turnover. It is a turnover. Now a 2-on-1. They'll reverse, slow it down a little bit. Nice inside passing. Good spin move, but it will not go. There's a rebound up by Weaver, up and in. Weaver, the 6-footer. Getting it done inside. Then we got a collision over here. Tucker lost the handle. Here comes Katie Hunt on the attack. Splits the defense. Scoop shot. She drew a foul from one of the Palos, maybe both of them.
Yeah, she's going to get herself to the line. It was probably another example of trying to do a little too much, forcing it there. It's a 1-on-3 play for Katie Hunt. And she actually had her teammate Sharika Brown wide open for 3.
Katie lets it fly. Nice form on that free throw. Pushes it back to a 7-point lead.
Weaver now has a quiet 11 points, but allowed 12 rebounds. Sort of made every one of those known here in the second half. A lot of big rebounds and putbacks, especially in the third and fourth quarter.
Second free throw good as well. Back up to an 8-point lead. It's going to be tough for the Lady Tigers to cut this one. Paolo brings it up the floor. Casey bounces to Kate. Kate can't handle it, but the ball tipped out of bounds. So possession stays with the black and gold.
Ordinarily, an 8-point deficit with 4 minutes to play is not too big, but when you're not even averaging 8 points per quarter, things can be a little bit more difficult.
That's a steep hill. Tucker, bounce pass. Paolo, back to Tucker. Megan, left-handed dribble. Paolo's going to launch a 3. Oh, back iron, no good. Rebound to Weaver. Ahead to Hunt. To Williams, back to Hunt. And a left-hander will not go, but she draws the blocking foul.
Second example in 3 plays of Sharika Brown understanding fast break basketball, not forcing the issue. Did a good job of, rather than going up with that ball, passing it back to Hunt, who was trailing the play and had a much better high percentage look at the hoop.
Katie back at the free throw line. 2 for 2 last time. This one goes in too.
Very impressive with Sharika Brown in her play coming in off the bench.
Yep, did not start, but has showed a good head about her. That one rips the net. And now it's a 10-point lead. Like you said, when you're averaging less than that per quarter, that's a steep hill. Sorrells has it now. She's in trouble. Trap gets it out of there to Gibbs. Gibbs finds Paolo, puts it on the floor. Runner, no good. Sorrells has it back, puts one up off the glass, no good. Rebound by Fudge. And here's Sharika Brown. Will slow it down. And they'll try to work some clock. Paolo's going to put the pressure on now. Oh, and a travel called on Katie Hunt. Made a nice turn spin, but she went baseline. Took too many steps. Megan Tucker's had a good day, but she needs some points in a hurry for her team.
Let's see if Alcovy can get better spacing with both Palos on the floor.
There's a three-pointer up by Casey, no good. Rebound fought for by Fudge and Williams, and I think it's going to be off of Tabitha Fudge.
They did get better spacing on that play.
There's Williams, challenged though by Weaver. Goes back up, nice strong move, and gets the bucket.
Well, nice initial cut to the rim on the play from out of bounds by Williams. Got herself an easy look.
Miller Grove's going to take a timeout and talk about things. 8 points is the lead for Miller Grove. 2:35 is what's left on the clock.
Very congested offensively for Alcovy. If you look, pay attention to their possessions, a lot of times 4 and sometimes even 5 players in the paint. Hard to move the ball or get anything without being contested, getting anything going towards the hoop if you're not spreading the floor. Now that they have both Palos in the game, probably their 2 best three-point shooters, I imagine they'll be able to create more space for themselves.
The Lady Wolverines seemed a little impatient there, trying to force the issue, and they could probably just slow it down, take some clock off.
Yeah, game management, time management, so rarely employed or utilized here in the girls' game, and I think it's a combination of 2 things. For one, it's hard to do, to manage the clock and manage the ball like that, but also teams hate to get away from what they do well, and if you don't manage the game like that for 3.5 quarters, sometimes it's hard to go into that mode late in the 4th.
Nice give and go back to the inbounder, Katie Hunt, and she'll draw the foul. Or they're going to call a
They're going to call her on a charge.
Charging,
Like,
so she'll give it up, and Miller Grove turns it over. Alcovy making some substitutions. Like you said, they'll bring both the Palos in. They're 3-point threats.
Said it was a nice give and go there, but good defensive position from Ashley Williams. You'd like to see Hunt pull up there and go to the easy floater.
Trying to get Casey open for a 3, but Miller Grove is wise to that strategy. Here's Williams, turnaround, puts it on the floor. Sorrells gets the rebound. It won't roll down for her, and Fudge rips down the board. Nearly throws it away, but Katie Hunt ends up with it.
They are getting better looks, though, now, with both Palos out on the floor.
Now Katie showing some patience. Pulls it back out. Weaver's got it way up high. Back to Brown. Sharika puts it on the floor, working against. Oh, turns it over. Williams read that pass and lays it up and in. That's big. 36-30 now. Hunt's got it. Tucker picks her up. They're trying to force some more turnover. Weaver with the basketball. Katie Hunt. Gives it to Tabitha Fudge. Move down the lane and a runner, no good. Rebound Williams. Thompson's shot was off the mark. And with a minute to go, it's just 6 points. Inside to Williams. And a block by Weaver, and they'll call her for the foul. And she can't believe it.
Good look there from Kate Pallow. A better pass probably would have gotten Williams an easy layup, but either way, saw Williams open under the hoop and got herself to the line.
Here's the steal by Williams earlier, coast to coast, with a nice lay-in, anticipating that pass cross court. She's at the free throw line now. Good form, knocks it down. They got a chance here, 36-31.
Still, though, you got to play high pressure, aggressive defense because, as most people watching well know, there's no shot clock on the high school level. In theory, Miller Grove could hold this ball for the last minute.
That one rattles up. So Williams goes 2 for 2 in the clutch, has scored the last 4 points here, and has given her team a chance.
So it'll be interesting to see what strategy Kadita Holdsclaw employs here, tells her girls to employ here out on the court. Again, Miller Grove can hold the ball for the last minute should they decide to. And so at some point, if you don't get the turnover or force a quick shot, you do have to foul.
Yep, Tigers will put pressure on them, but they'd like to avoid fouling. And they've had some success creating turnovers.
Although Miller Grove has struggled to a certain extent at the free throw line tonight.
Budge trying to get it inbounds, now does. And we got a travel. Katie Hunt took steps when she caught the pass. So down by 4, Miller Grove, or Alcovy rather, has the basketball. Megan Tucker will trigger it in. Williams has it, back to Tucker. Paolo has it, jump shot, partially blocked though. Tucker tries to save it, can't get up high enough, and it goes off the barrier and out of bounds.
Yeah, not exactly what the Tigers wanted. You think they drew something up for Tucker or Williams. Of course, the ball didn't end up in either's hand.
Paolo coming from behind, almost made the steal, then Weaver gets it, and she gets fouled. Katie Hunt never saw Katie Paolo sneaking up behind her.
Of course, Alcovy in the penalty, so gives Miller Grove a 1-in-1.
Clarissa Weaver has not had a good free throw shooting night, misses that one. 44 seconds to go. Tucker with it. Here's Paolo driving right side. Finds Casey, long three, almost goes down. Hunt's got it, ahead to Weaver. Weaver stops. And we got contact, and I think there's going to be a foul.
Yeah, it looks like it was an off-the-ball foul on Kate Paolo. Will send the other Kate Hunt, to the free throw line.
30 seconds to go, and Katie Hunt can lock this thing up for her team with a couple of free throws, you would think.
You're down 4 with a minute to play, and neither Megan Tucker nor Ashley Williams has taken a shot. Should you lose this game, I think you're kicking yourself if you're Alcovy, because neither one of your best players has touched the ball in the final minute, down 2 possessions.
Katie Hunt stretches it back out to 5. That's a couple of clutch free throws there. Tucker looking for help. Head to Williams. Here's Paolo with it. Casey on the run. Gets it to fall. And a quick timeout. 38-33.
Casey Paolo, for the moment, made me eat my words there. Nice one-man fast break. Nice little floater in the lane to draw back within 4.
4 points is the Miller Grove lead here. 24.7 seconds to go in the ball game.
Again, go for the quick steal. If you don't get it within the first 4 to 5 seconds,
got a foul.
Got a foul.
Miller Grove riding a 14-game win streak. 23-4 overall. Number 4 in the state in Quad A.
and in uncharted territory.
Yep, first time in the Final Four. Took out Rome in the previous round. Also got by Chapel Hill and Forsyth Central in the playoffs. School's only been around since 2005.
And has had the same coach since then. Renee Breedlove's been in charge ever since school opened in 2005.
All right, Fudge will trigger the inbounds. Good man-on-man defense. Fudge calls the timeout, couldn't get it in. The Lady Tigers putting the pressure on the runners. Fudge didn't have any